This is Mindseye, a newly released AAA game made by an ex-president of Rockstar, aimed to compete with the other open world games like Cyberpunk and the upcoming GTA 6. It had some pretty big shoes to fill. Wait a minute. I think I put the wrong file here. Hold on. That's better.
Oh! I know as much about him as you do.
You have some kind of agenda here.
What?
Other than the occasional fuck.
My tire, oh my god, my tires aren't moving.
You never used the lens before? The lens goes the way.
Pardon me.
Now this is Mindseye, a game that wanted to be the next big thing in the open world genre, but it has become one of the most hilariously bad game releases of recent times. Mindseye was first teased in Gamescom of 2022 and started development in 2023 by Build a Rocket Boy. Build a Rocket Boy was founded by the ex-Rockstar president Leslie Benzies, and with that name, I feel like people had a lot higher expectations of this game since he has been part of so many successful titles like GTA and the Red Dead Redemption series. I'm gonna be honest, I hadn't even heard of this game until the literal day it was released. I only saw it because Moist Critical was streaming it. Realistically, that's what we care about, so I'm skipping over the usual history part of the company. The game was made by IO Interactive, and it costed a lot of money from the sources I guess I could find. It released almost a month ago, June 10th, and might be the most I've laughed watching somebody play a game in a very long time. This game unintentionally brought back old memories. Games for the most part now are just so polished. They might have super bad performance now, but they don't really glitch a lot, and if they do, it's pretty much nowhere near this bad. Whether it's the cars just phasing into each other and building up and exploding, NPCs just T-posing, just glitching around, or you just driving through something, or the just basic weird physics of the car. This game was broken into so many ways, and it was made in Unreal Engine 5. So guess what? It ran extremely awful, but not just like the normal like bad unoptimized UE5. It was extremely awful. On day one, it was basically unplayable on PC. That's regardless of spec, and even on console there were constant crashes, which for the most part does not happen. And you're using Unreal Engine 5, where I think the whole point of the software, the program, is that it's automated. Like the lighting's automated, so much stuff is there to help developers, and it just goes to show how little they even tried to like fix or put out a decent product. The gameplay was awful. The game was really only entertaining when it just didn't work. The second you actually play the game, it's just miserable looking, it's super boring, and no, I did not play this game. I watched people play it, and from what I saw, you get like 3 missions like throughout the whole entire game. There's either like drone missions where you're just following something or tracking something on a drone, and then missions where you follow somebody in a car or and then missions where you just like kill a bunch of people, or just, I'm sure there's more. I just saw there was just a lot of driving around, and I just struggled to pay attention when the game was working. And you would hope the thing that would save it would be the writing and the narrative, since it is a open world story game, but no, it's pretty awful. Definitely not the worst part about the game, but it's just mediocre at best. Something that Moist Critical said that is definitely true about the writing and the story. Everybody likes to make little jokes, little quips, remarks. It's like a Marvel movie. It's like a current day Marvel movie. Like the world, I remember the last mission and the world is literally ending. Like that's the plot. The world is literally about to explode. And just, I remember some guy just making some stupid joke. It's like, what even is this game?
Ridiculous politico corporate clusterfuck they're calling an event. Well, as our host Diana, my former associate, likes to say, a politician is like a good enema. Can really help you bypass any blockage. So,
But I do want to touch on something before I get into the actual reviews and other people's thoughts on the game, and that's the similarity between this and Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I'm not going to say it's a one-for-one copy, but the scenery, and yes, I know a major high-tech city with a desert around it is nothing like special or new, but God, every single time I saw this game, it just reminded me of a worse Cyberpunk. Even down to the release, Cyberpunk was a major AAA game that was released way way too early, had a shit ton of problems and very bad initial reviews. But unlike Cyberpunk, I don't really see Mindseye making a comeback like Cyberpunk did. With the thing that saved Cyberpunk is that under all of the garbage, there is a good game. But with Mindseye, there's just garbage, and then you freaking move it to the side, and there's just more garbage. It's not like there's nothing good under there. There's no saving it. But now I want to move on to the funniest part about this whole entire release, and that's the player feedback and the response to the feedback that Mindseye had. First off, the critic reviews were pretty much all awful. IGN of all people gave it a 4, and they rate everything that's pretty bad super high. GameSpot gave it a 3 out of 10, Metacritic a 2.5 out of 10, and the consumer reviews on Steam are mostly negative, and pretty much everywhere else this game is extremely poorly reviewed. But the funniest part I think about this whole entire thing was the sponsorship deals that went on with this release. So it is pretty common for when a new game comes out that the company will reach out to streamers or YouTubers or just content creators to do a paid promotion for their game. And the same thing was going on with Mindseye. They had planned multiple people for streams, content, but before all the reviews had come out, they then saw all the negative press and tried to cancel the sponsorship deals midstream. And from what I've seen, this has never happened before with any other release of anything. Carnage, I think that's how you say his name, was literally mid-opening the game, and they just canceled it. They just can't. I don't even know how that works. I don't know if he like still got paid.
Oh, Chad. What? Okay. The sponsor just paused the sponsored stream. So, first time that's happened.
But not everything is funny though. Just like Cyberpunk, this game had to issue a lot of refunds. Even Sony was offering refunds without question, which they pretty much never do. The last time they did something like this was, for you guessed it, Cyberpunk. But like I said earlier, I don't see this game having the comeback Cyberpunk did. Let me know, by the way, if you'd want to see a video of me going over the history of Cyberpunk and where it is now. I think I'd be pretty interested in doing that. But I just get a feeling that a lot of the issues will go unaddressed for the foreseeable future. But with the new news about a week ago as of recording, the studio has begun laying off employees, probably due to issuing refunds for the majority of people who even bought the game. And obviously that's never a good thing, and I hope the best for the people who were laid off. But if I am being honest, I think it would just be best for this game to be thrown away. This game at least needed another year or two before it even came out. They could unlist it and maybe wait a year or two, but I think the problem is it's a mediocre game, and fixing the stupid glitches I don't really think are gonna get people to play it. And I expect the whole studio to honestly be either majorly cut down on employees or shut down, since this is literally the first and only game, at least from what I can see on their website, that they have put out, and it's going in the record books for one of the most hilariously bad releases ever. So I don't really know what the future is for Build a Rocket Boy, but that is all I have for today, and I hope you all have a great day, and peace.